2 Kings chapter 21. Manasseh ascended the throne at the tender age of 12, ruling for 55 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Hephzibah. However, his actions were grievously wicked in the eyes of the Lord, aligning with the heinous practices of the nations that the Lord had expelled from the land before the Israelites. He reconstructed the high places that his father Hezekiah had demolished. He erected altars to Baal, even establishing a grove, following the example of Ahab, the king of Israel. He paid homage to the entire celestial host and served them. Within the very sanctuary of the Lord's house, he erected altars, defying the Lord's declaration that his name would reside in Jerusalem. Manasseh further constructed altars for the entire celestial host within the two courtyards of the Lord's house. Regrettably, he subjected his own son to the horrifying ritual of passing through fire, practiced divination, enchantments, and dealt with mediums and wizards, intentionally provoking the Lord's wrath through his extensive wickedness. He even installed an engraved image of the grove he had crafted in the Lord's house. The Lord had previously declared that his name would be perpetually associated with this house and Jerusalem, as he had chosen it from among all the tribes of Israel. Yet the Lord had promised not to relocate Israel from the land he had bequeathed to their forefathers, as long as they followed the commandments and laws of Moses, his servant. Sadly, they refused to obey. Manasseh cunningly led them astray, inciting them to commit even more wickedness than the nations that the Lord had expelled before the Israelites. The Lord spoke through his prophets, proclaiming, "Because Manasseh, the king of Judah, has committed these detestable acts and exceeded the wickedness of the Amorites before him, causing Judah to sin with idols, I am poised to unleash such calamity upon Jerusalem and Judah that anyone who hears of it will be astounded. I will measure out over Jerusalem the same judgment as I did over Samaria and apply the same plummet of Ahab's dynasty. I will cleanse Jerusalem as one wipes a dish, wiping it thoroughly and turning it upside down. I will abandon the remnant of my inheritance, surrendering them to their enemies. They will be plundered and looted by all those who oppose them. They have perpetrated evil in my sight and provoked me to anger, from the day their ancestors emerged from Egypt up until the present time. Moreover, Manasseh spilled an excessive amount of innocent blood in Jerusalem, saturating the city from end to end. This was in addition to the sin by which he led Judah to commit wickedness, provoking the Lord's anger. For further insight into Manasseh's actions, his sins, and his reign, consult the records contained within the chronicles of the kings of Judah. Upon his demise, Manasseh was laid to rest in the garden of his own palace, situated in the garden of Uzzah. Subsequently, his son Amon ascended to the throne in his stead. Amon assumed kingship at the age of 22, governing for 2 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Meshullemeth, daughter of Haruz from Jotbah. Amon, following the path of his father Manasseh, continued to commit evil deeds in the sight of the Lord. He embraced the same practices and idols. He forsook the Lord, the God of his forefathers, and did not walk in the ways of the Lord. Conspirators among Amon's servants plotted against him and executed him within his own dwelling. The people of the land subsequently killed all those who had conspired against King Amon. As a result, they appointed his son Josiah to rule in his place. For further information regarding Amon's deeds and reign, refer to the accounts found within the chronicles of the kings of Judah. Amon was laid to rest within his tomb located in the garden of Uzzah. Josiah, his son, succeeded him as king,